If your videos are stuck under 1,000 views, it's not your editing. It's what you do after uploading to YouTube. And without this, you're trying to launch a rocket without fuel, and that's why you're not getting anywhere and why your views are stuck. It's not your fault. Here are 16 things you must do after uploading a YouTube video. Okay, the first thing is check your audio. Now, this kills so many channels, it's ridiculous. YouTube viewers have higher standards than ever, and recent studies show that audio quality, right here, is often more important than video quality itself. They're fine with lower resolution video, but the second your mic starts making weird sounds, they will leave. Luckily, it's pretty easy to improve audio and you can do all sorts of advanced stuff, but the easiest way to fix a video you've already made is throw it into AI, which can improve quality by roughly 30 to 70% within seconds. Now, the long-term solution is a good mic and a good recording setup, but don't just buy what everybody else uses. That's a big no-no. I used to have one of these large Shure SM7B mics like Joe Rogan and all the other podcasters. You'll see it all over YouTube. You definitely know what it looks like. And that was about $500 to $600 in total. But the problem is also that it's really heavy and I travel a lot, and so I struggled to find a good setup with this microphone. And so now what I do is very, very simple, and I just use this small lav mics now, and my total audio setup with everything is about $250. Now, you can definitely do it cheaper though. You don't need to do what I'm doing. Another option is using AI voices like 11 Labs. They are getting pretty good, especially if you're running a faceless channel. That could work too. Next up is going to be video. Now, your viewers will punish you for bad audio, but YouTube itself will punish you for bad video. Because YouTube's own system analyzes quality, resolution, etc. And if your video is lower quality than another video in your niche, it kind of loses points in the algorithm's scoring system. Basically, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you want to get views, which we probably do. And a lot of people export videos they think look good, but they don't actually meet YouTube's underlying quality guidelines. Now, there's a really simple free help document about formatting, which I recommend you do check out. I'll put a link to it in the description. Just read it once or get some help. Moving on, we're not here to get views, right? We're here to pay the bills. I'm going to show you 3 things you must do after uploading a YouTube video that literally 3x'd my income from the same number of views. Even if you're a beginner, a smaller channel waiting to join the partner program, you can still do this. Well, not the first thing, because the first thing is going to be ads. YouTube will place ads on your videos, but these ads are often scattered. It's like one ad here, one ad here. They're very few. Even though a lot of the viewers, you'll probably not think that there's a few ads on the video. So years ago, I started placing more ad breaks manually on my videos. And what happened is my CPM, what I was making from YouTube, basically jumped by 50%, meaning I was making 50% more money from the same video, and it took me like 30 seconds to do. Now, you might be suspicious, thinking, did I lose views? Did people complain? No, YouTube is smart. They're not going to show ads every 30 seconds, even if you try. That would be ridiculous. So place ad breaks every 2 minutes or so. It just depends on the video, the channel. I'm not going to tell you a specific number right here because I don't know your channel and your niche. And sometimes YouTube will show them and other times it will skip them, but at least give the algorithm a choice to make you money. And if you're not doing this, you're literally burning money. Next up is to add links to your video description. I mean, affiliate links. Affiliate means you promote something and you get paid a commission from promoting it. Now, if you make a video about fitness, you can link to supplements, maybe a fitness plan, and when your viewers click, you get a commission. It helps the viewers because they were gonna buy that stuff anyway, and it also helps you, so it's kind of like a win-win. If your descriptions are empty, you're again burning money. Next up, even better, sell your own products. Could you offer an hour of coaching? Could you sell a digital product like an ebook, a worksheet, something simple? In most niches, you could. Of course, depending on the niche. And this takes more work. You need to know what you're doing. And I do recommend starting with affiliates and doing this later. And then we have sponsorships. Now, most people think you need thousands of views, have meetings, sign documents, etc. Wrong. The easiest way to get started with sponsorships is before you publish a video, see if there's a sponsor looking to join. I've done this many times where I made a video, everything's ready, and then I think, maybe I could find a sponsor for this video. Sponsorships are annoying though, I'll be honest, and it's not the best long-term monetization strategy, but it's super quick and you can literally have a sponsor ready to invest in your channel tomorrow, which is not the case for ad revenue or selling your own stuff. And if you need to pay for equipment, video editing, a new mic, sponsors are amazing to do that. I've built a massive collection over my years with kind of a list of sponsors in all types of niches that work with creators on all different levels. But do be careful as a beginner, because if you're doing it alone, sponsors are going to try to screw you, or in most cases, that's how they increase their profits. So I highly recommend having a mentor or somebody to bounce ideas with that kind of knows the game. You might be seriously undercharging and missing out. The next thing you must do after uploading a YouTube video is don't tell anyone about it. YouTube has an algorithm, right? It's how you found this video, and it's taken decades of work to optimize. If you promote your video outside the algorithm, elsewhere, outside YouTube, you risk confusing the algorithm. And the bigger your channel is, the less you have to worry about, because it doesn't make that much of a difference. A few views here and there, like if you're getting 10 views from your friends, it doesn't really matter, right? If you're a big channel. But for a small channel, be very careful. Now, there are exceptions. I'm not going to say never. I promote my own videos on my email list occasionally, but I wait a few days after I post it, so it already has a good number of views for the algorithm to kind of do its thing and optimize. So give it a little bit of breathing time at least before you show people or before you promote it outside of YouTube. Now, next up, let's say you're a travel vlogger and you visit Mexico and you visit Japan for some reason together. Some viewers are going to stick around for both seasons, but many of your viewers, and new ones especially, are only going to watch either Mexico or Japan because they're quite different countries and it's a different audience. So in that case, create a playlist with these things. That will generate more views over time, because playlists make it very easy to watch the thing you're interested in, especially on a scattered channel. But for most channels, especially if you are in one niche and you're focusing on that niche, playlists are not that important. I do help my clients build systems where you basically funnel viewers into a playlist and eventually sell them something like a series. But forget about that now, because it's not relevant for most channels if you're just getting started. Now, let's talk about thumbnails, and I'm gonna get some hate for this, but they're not as important as you might think. My thumbnails on this channel, for example, are extremely simple. They don't have a designer who spent 5 days on it. And they work pretty well, because I understand what the viewer actually wants and what you care about. You need to understand the psychology before you publish a video. Now, nowadays, I can pretty much just look at a niche and see this, know what thumbnail would work, and I'm also already quite invested in most of the different niches because I've done this for so many channels for so many years. And once you know that, design itself is not going to be that hard. There are AI thumbnail generators, you can use Canva, you can hire somebody, and just keep it simple. The thumbnails themselves are actually easier to create than ever before. If you understand the underlying psychology behind them, which is not random, there's, a system, that's how a niche works, which you can learn, I promise. Now, next is going to be titles. Same thing here, understand the psychology, and titles become pretty much effortless. And the big secret to a good title is a matching title and thumbnail. They're always together, right? You never see a thumbnail without a title and never a title without the thumbnail. So you should always view them as one package. But where do you start? Well, personally, I make my own titles first and then I create the thumbnails. And there's a good reason behind that. Titles are just a few words, right? Thumbnails take a lot more effort. Since they should work together, I want to know what my title is before I delve into my thumbnail. It'll make things a lot easier to create. Okay, these are the things you need to do after uploading a YouTube video, game-changing things, and we're getting serious now. Start by looking at your competitors. Before you click the publish button, or before you adjust it, I want you to open up YouTube and search for your own video title. That will show you all the close competitors and their videos and what they look like. This is a literal gold mine. You want to see what they're doing, what their titles are, what their thumbnails look like, and the things that they did right, and possible mistakes. Bring those lessons over to your video for the final touch. And that is literally how you take an 80% good video to a 95% great video. The next thing you must do is create a quiz, or you don't have to, it's just a bonus, but YouTube has this new feature, which is pretty cool. You can create quizzes that pop up at times in your video. Now, that can help increase retention and engagement, making the viewer feel immersed in the video. And I do recommend adding these, or at least considering it. Then the next thing you must do after uploading a YouTube video is add an end screen. Now, when your video is finished, some of your viewers are going to want to continue. And if you can help them watch more of your videos, YouTube is going to be happy. You see, they love long watch times, sessions that span multiple videos. So add an end screen at the end. Next, and this is a big thing you must do, it generated so many views for me and was a total game changer. Here's the thing. When you find something that works, a topic, a video, a title, do it again. Think of it like a cow. You go back and milk it every day. Yeah, that's a weird reference, I know. But if a concept, a video is already proven to work and you get views, you can probably make a similar video. Make a follow-up, second part, whatever, and be more likely to get good results again because it's already kind of proven. So why not just do what's already proven instead of trying to reinvent things every time? But you want to be creative when you want to, not be forced to do it every single video on, repeat. It's very hard to be creative like that. And now I'm gonna call you out a bit personally. Are you sitting on a video waiting to publish? I've been there so many times. I made a video, it didn't come out as planned, and I thought about, maybe I shouldn't post this, maybe I'll skip it. But then eventually I decided to post them anyway, and months later, some of these videos ended up going absolutely viral. Now, imagine if I never clicked that publish button. I would have basically made a whole video, made a thumbnail, made a title, made everything, and then just missed out. A lot of people are not going to dare to publish. So just by creating and publishing a video, you're doing more than most people ever will. And be very proud of that. Every video is kind of like an experiment, a lesson. So no matter what happens in the first few hours, you did great. The video could go on and on. So click publish. And now the boring thing you must do after uploading a YouTube video is get back to the drawing board and start the next one. With new skills from this past video, you're much stronger now. Now, if you want personal help from me with YouTube, click this video next and let's grow your channel together.